Hi, I'm Tom Browning, former pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds from 1984 to 1994. During that time, able to win a World Series in 1990, and was the author of A Perfect Game in 1988. I took pride in the ability to throw strikes with two and a half pitches. I was a fastball changeup guy, and my changeup happened to be a screwball, which is very rare these days and hard to teach, but predominantly it's just another changeup that I used, and I think the ability to make my changeup look like my fastball or my fastball look like my changeup, whatever, both pitches look the same, is what got the deception that I needed to be successful at the major league level. I was taught long ago about being under control and in the delivery so I could throw strikes more often. And the key to really being successful is to throw a lot of strikes in some quality places. But I'm here to talk to you about the screwball itself. I was a four-seam fastball guy. I liked the rotation, and it was easier for me to command. And then the changeup, I was taught by a guy named Harry Dorsch in spring training or in instruction league back in 1982. And the first thing he said when he taught it to me, he says, you just got to keep throwing it until you get command of it. And for 3 weeks, I didn't have command of it, and I got beat around a little bit. But as soon as I got command of it, I could start throwing it low and away to right-handed hitters and backdooring it to left-handers. It allowed my fastball to pick up a little pace because they had to respect that pitch because of the slowness of it, which allowed me to throw some more fastballs in situations where they might be looking for a changeup. And consequently, like I said, I zipped through that organization because of the ability to command those two pitches starting in A-ball and was in the major leagues a year later. So, but for me, the changeup, the thumb was always underneath. And when you throw your fastball, you see how your thumb's underneath here. Well, I threw the changeup the same way, except I had it to the side, just a little bit to the side. And then when I went down underneath, that raised that middle finger up, which allowed the rotation of the screwball to kind of screw away from the right-handers. But again, the key is getting that thumb underneath and then throwing it like a fastball and allowing this finger to be the last on the ball that creates that tumbling effect low and away and just running away from right-handers. And again, once the hitters knew I had that, and they had to respect that, so that allowed me to throw that fastball a lot more often, only because they had to respect that changeup. So when guys stayed back a little bit too long and that fastball got on them, I got some quick outs. So. But it's just through practice and staying with something. And one thing, like I said, he told me, is just get used to get it comfortable in your hand where you can throw it anytime you want and feel like you're going to have an idea where it's going. But again, the most important thing is being able to practice, and you really can't practice by throwing everything as hard as you can. You practice with a delivery that you can throw it consistently where you want to throw it, and that's probably more important than any kind of velocity, being able to throw the ball over the plate and allowing them guys behind you to make the plays. So practice, practice, practice.